Hi and welcome guys, it's Brian from captainsavageaquatics. I'm just doing a quick update on the some of the fish tanks I have around my place. Alright guys, we're back and just showing you the 75 gallon tank. I did a really quick kind of update yesterday as a live stream on Instagram for this. It's probably already been taken down at this point. Excuse me, Molly. Sorry for the glitter. There. So here's some of the fish. Oh, I got a floater. Let me take care of that real quick. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry about that. Had a, I guess I lost the yo-yo loach. It happens. I've tested the water. I don't know if it was just old age or what. Probably not old age. Probably bowling from the convicts or the angel. As you can see, those two are squaring off right there. What I have in this tank, I got some glow light tetras in here that I acquired from my parents because they were moving, and I got one of the plecos that looks like a common or possibly a hyphen pleco. It's pretty big. I have super red plecos in here, chocolate plecos. I got Australian rainbows in here. I got a couple bala sharks. I got some different male fancy guppies. Got an angel, convict cichlids, albino, chocolate, plecos. I got a bunch of different fish in here. I got some, what are those called? Bosemani rainbows. And I got a couple panda, or three panda, can't think of their name. Panda, not guppies, but not loaches. Catfish, panda catfish, you know, the little dwarf ones. Can't remember the name of them for the life of me right now. So if you know, leave it in the comment section below. So that's the tank, guys. Just a really quick update. Got the angel chilling, got the guppies hanging out, everyone's been fed. Whatever little food you see on the ground will be gone in like probably the next 15 minutes. All the super red plecos are breeding. Pretty much every cave's taken. The convicts are standing off with each other. You can see these two kind of fighting for territory. So the panda cats, that's what they call. And then here's some males from the male guppies I got. So yeah, that's what's going on. I got yo-yo loaches in here too, so I had 3, so now I only have 2. You know, it happens. Yeah, it kind of stinks because I liked them. So I think it's just the convict cichlids, so I'm getting ready to move the convicts out of here. That way this is just like strictly like a community tank at this point, not really aggressive. I'll leave the angel in here because the angel really doesn't bother any of the other fish, especially the fancy guppies or anything like that. Alright, let me get to the next tank. Okay, so here we go on this tank. This is the monster tank. Don't mind the food up there. I'll clean it out. So I got 3 big tiger Oscars in here. That's Big Mama right there. She's probably 12 to 14 inches long now. Even the little guys are probably pushing 8 to 10 inches now. Let's see. I have about 5 or 6 high-fin plecos in here. 2 green severums, a golden severum, a Jack Dempsey, a couple 2 or 3 goldfish, a shabunkin. That's about it. And I know that's a weird combo, but they've lived together for a long time. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much this tank. That's Big Mama right there, just chilling, looking at me. For filtration, I got a Fluval or FX4 plus this 125 gallon per hour sponge filter, or whatever, the 120, it's rated for 125 gallon sponge filter, plus all this, you know, the Montpani driftwood and all that helps with beneficial bacteria. So that's that tank, guys. And there's Molly. Don't mind the mess. Come on, Molly, get out of the way. Here's the African cichlid tank with the one big, huge Venustus. There used to be 3 of them. That's pretty much the boss of the tank. I got a Texas cichlid right there I had to take out from this 125 originally because it was beating up on Big Mama and the other fish. They're looking for food, so I'm not worried about it. There's the skin in the top. I have plenty of aeration. I've just checked the water parameters. Everything's good in that tank. So there's the big Texas cichlid. Got a yellow lab in here, Venustus, Demasoni, and whatever this white one is, I can't remember what it is, that's going up and down. Obviously I have to clean the tanks. That's probably the smallest African cichlid in here. I'm going to get more, but I'm going to try and find them like this size of the yellow. What I have for filtration is this Marineland 220, 40 gallon sponge filter, 20 gallon sponge filter. So this is over filtrated, plus all the cichlid substrate or cichlid sand. I got about a couple different heaters in here. This is the little 3 gallon Nook tank. Don't mind, it's kind of messy. I gotta get rid of this, but I can't do anything right now because there is little shrimplets in that filter floss. That's why I haven't removed it. Snails are breeding in here, cherry red shrimp and snowball shrimp. Then we got the fancy guppy tanks. You don't see much action on this side because the Naha grass is growing pretty good. I got Java moss in here, Java fern, some Anubias of different types. Got a bunch of snails. Same with this tank. Got a corner filter in here. Got another corner filter. Plus I have the hang on back filter going. Then I got like a green algae tank. That's primarily the big source of my big snails. I just keep feeding that every day. So it's pretty cool. That one's just kind of a black water tank, if you want to call it, with snails. These guys are looking for food again. But you can see those two guys, they're about the same size. Sorry for the cords, let me move those out of the way. They're about the same size. So probably what I'll do is remove the Texas cichlid and actually put them back in the 125 now that these Oscars are in here, and Severums and other fish. Like I said, I got 5 or 6 high fin plecos in there. I have one high fin pleco in here that's probably hiding in the back of the rocks. Yeah, I can see the tail right there past the Texas cichlid. I mean, I can just turn the light a little bit. I plan on adding LED strip lights to the under each of these bays right here that you can see. That way I can get additional light up here. I am going to be changing those 2 tanks over. I'm probably going to add a heater into that and start getting some shrimp in there because that's some great algae for the shrimp to chill on. So that's the bulk of the African cichlid tank right there. There's a little tote that I have fancy guppies and cherry red shrimp and snowball shrimp multiplying in. Just got to top off the water when I come home from work today. Same with all these tanks, I pretty much just got to top off the waters. That's what I'm doing right now. I did water changes last week. You know, 10-20%, only if the tank really needed it. Most of these tanks are so heavy you plant it, especially this one is so overplanted, or not overplanted but overfiltrated, because that thing will do 1,000 gallons an hour, so that's like 10 times, and then 100, if that sponge filter does 125 gallons an hour, that's 11 times over filtered. And now here is the dark tank, because I got to clear out the duckweed. As you can see, I added some cholla wood to this to give the shrimplets a little hiding spot. I got Naha grass in here, some Anubias, some Java moss, usually Naha grass up competes. Then the duckweed pretty much keeps this going. I got a 30-gallon sponge filter in here, and then another little small 10-gallon sponge filter, plus all the added filtration and beneficial bacteria. You can see little shrimp swimming around in here. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. Sorry if it's bouncy. I'm just trying to keep it real stable. I'm probably going to take 5 or 6 handfuls out of here of duckweed. Sorry about that, guys. Don't mind me. As you can see, the light really doesn't penetrate once the duckweed gets too thick, but if you can tell, sorry for the blindingness. I'm just gonna, here we go. Probably can see all those shrimp chilling right there. Got shrimp everywhere, snowball shrimp. It could be light grade, really light grade blue velvets, but I think it's snowballs. I have in this tank snowballs, blue velvet, and cherry red shrimp. A good combination of all of it. I probably have a few hundred shrimp in here. I don't do much to this tank. I haven't even gravel vac this in like a year, or at least somewhere between 6 months and a year. There's a big cherry red shrimp that just swam by. Sorry, it's kind of dark. Sorry for the light. But this tank's going bananas. I probably feed this tank daily with food, so there is some snail growth in here, but what I'm trying to do is get some really big snails. That way my Faka puffer has something challenging to eat. So I don't go crazy overfeeding this. A couple pellets of the cichlid pellets or a little tiny pinch of flake food. I mean, these shrimp find a lot of their own food right off the plants that are in here and the other things. Look, there's a nice cherry red shrimp chilling right in that cholla wood. Sorry, this ran away. And of course, Molly touches all these, so it's hard to tell. And I am running right at 74 degrees in this tank. I'm actually going to turn it down, let the shrimp breed a little bit easier. Then this is another fancy guppy tank with rubber lip plecos in here. This got a 5K LED light on there. And then I got my 2 little snail buckets that stay whatever the room temperature is, that I feed like once or twice a week to just get snails going in there. This will give you a better look at the green algae in there and snails. Believe it or not, this has taken like 3 months to drop that much water, so I don't know if it's just in the right spot where there's a dead area of air movement right here, but I'm constantly filling these 2 up, probably because I got sponge filters in these. Now these don't have any filtration at all in them, so whatever algae grows in them is all they get for breaking down stuff. Now, like I said, I'd love to get some shrimp in here, cherry red shrimp. I might just take some Naha grass and throw it in here, because I know I'm going to get some shrimplets and stuff like that in this, because believe it or not, shrimp can go pretty cold. Who is it? Lucas Bretz from LR Bretz Aquatics said he's had shrimp over winter outside before or whatever, where it's been 20 degrees, 20 below. As long as the top surface stays open where there's some aeration going on, the shrimp are fine. Or down to like 50 and 40 and 30, 20 degrees. So, I mean, my apartment's sitting right around 73 degrees right now. So that's plenty warm enough. I mean, my heaters barely come on right now because I have most of them set for like somewhere between 73 and 76 degrees depending on the tank. Besides this African cichlid tank, that's probably 77, 78. So yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. I do have a 500 gallon per hour pond pump in here that's just doing circulation. As you can see, there's a bunch of Java moss stuck in the intake, but that's okay with me. All I'm using this for is to try and keep the water aerated towards the surface. As you can see, the water's moving. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, then I got this crazy awesome bow front that's like taken over by naha grass, duckweed, a lot of guppies. There is shrimp in here, cherry red shrimp, snowball shrimp, because when I moved the naha grass in here, I got a melon sword in here and a regular sword, java moss, duckweed, got a bunch of guppies. Don't mind me, that was just my boom mic that's in the way. Got some good coloring on these. I just kind of threw some guppies from the 20 long in here, males and females, so they're just breeding. I do, like I said, I do have some snails in here. I'm not sure what the temp of this tank is, but I think I got it around 72, 73 degrees, to be honest. I just got to go down there and fish that thermometer out. I know I can just use my digital one where I can just put it up like a TDS meter and tell me what the temp is in here. And this is kind of a me, so let me put that back there. I just have a 20-gallon sponge filter in here, and I left the old sponge, DIY sponge, in there for beneficial bacteria. Hey guys, it's Brian. I just wanted to finish out that video. Unfortunately, my phone froze during that. So please comment, like, and subscribe. I will do a part 2 to the fish room update, probably here shortly. So let me know what you think of the video, and please comment, like, subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be updated when I come out with new content or live stream. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.